understand why Roll20 has a different main menu layout for my laptop than my main PC.
That's very odd. Is it screen resolution?
Maybe they're very like the ratio of like length to height is very similar.
The ratio doesn't matter. Sometimes it can just like do things fucky based off of the actual pixel size. So a lot of things do.
I saw
Also,
a
a
bubble
Theo-
open. I should probably
What's
close
up?
that.
Hello, Nor?
Okay, there we go. Theo.
That helps.
What are you thinking about Zomboid so far?
What,
So
Project
far, so
Zomboid?
good.
Yep.
Nice.
Normally I never play tutorials, but I just accidentally clicked on that one and enjoyed it, so
Did it get like a big update recently, or?
Oh, it's about to.
Hmm.
The animations update is in the experimental build right.
Yeah,
and
I haven't
most,
played it
most
in
importantly,
a while. Yeah,
it
2
has
years
awards.
ago.
Oh, that's why I got it. I saw that they were going to have the new update soon. I saw that Theo wanted it.
Greatly appreciate it.
It's the Thanksgiving gift. That's what it is, right?
The Thanksgiving. No, I don't want to get rid of that.
Also, is Theo quiet for anyone else?
He just got super quiet for some reason. It's very
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Distant Theo.
Am I still super quiet?
Nope, you're fine now.
Okay. I will and truly. Oops, that's not what I meant to click on. That's also not what I meant to click on. I well and truly do not understand, like, the software for this headset.
At least Mitchell remembers when my software's in what? I think Thai, Japanese, Chinese.
Yep.
We'll see if my microphone maintains a steady. Could someone speak, by the way?
Blah 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 blah.
Thank you.
Blah 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 blah.
I just want to make sure that in the recording I'm quieter than everyone else.
Don't really need those anymore.
And Theo, have you found any useful mods?
I found one that adds like 40 new traits. I've been looking one that adds like scary zombies or something.
I'm not sure if this is in the base game, but I know in the experimental build, which should be coming out soon, is they have running zombies.
There was a mod that added there's like a 5% chance of adding a running zombie or a crawling zombie every time a zombie spawns. And then there's this mod, I can't tell if they're like it's called Unique Z, and I can't tell. I think these are just cosmetic changes. But they got like a rare bank robber Zed, and then extremely rare riot police zombies, and normal soldier zombies, and heavy soldier zombies. I don't know if they're like. Well, I don't know if they're different in any way to just your normal everyday zombie. But there it is.
I haven't really played too much about it, or too much.
I played the tutorial and like 5 minutes of normal game.
Oh, there goes Theo.
Oh, what?
You got quiet again.
Is it worse this time?
It is. That sigh.
Control Alt Delete Task Manager.
I'll be right back.
Because I did some like the headset was breaking all for a while, and so I did some we resoldered the connections for the wires. So it's possible that is messing with the headset volume. Am I normal volume now?
Yep.
Okay. See if I turn my head like this, am I quiet?
Nope.
Alright. What is it?
All right, I'm back. So,
Also,
just to let you guys know, this level is going to be infinitely easier with Z than without Z.
Okay, so we spare her until the end.
Mostly
have
because you'll be dealing with a lot of things that Z is very, very used to dealing with. Sure.
I wonder if it's constructs.
Actually, it's
No, actually, that's the
bugs.
next level.
Shit.
I wonder if there's Faye.
Oh, fuck. There's gonna be Faye.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's gonna be fake.
Theo, if you want for Christmas, one of us can get you a mic, or not a mic, whatever you need.
I mean, a new mic probably would be good if it's continuing to do what it's
I'm
been
good.
doing.
I'm not getting a new headset anytime soon, just because I've spent so much time soldering it. I don't want to modify this. I want to uninstall it. Yes, remove.
Are you sure, Theo? It's not a big
I'm
deal.
positive. It's a big deal.
It's a big deal to him.
I may also like lose my ability to hear you guys and or speak for a little bit because I am uninstalling the software for this headset
Okay.
Nice.
as one does. Windows makes it very unclear when you uninstall something that is actually uninstalled. It takes a solid minute before it actually disappears from apps and features, which bugs me.
Show.
I don't need Twitch on my PC anymore, right? Like I don't.
So you're saying if Z is gonna help us so much with this next floor, I don't know if I want to do this if Z's not here. in the mind, aka Peyton not being here.
NPZ.
That worries me.
I mean, it's still possible, but having someone
Yeah.
who knows the Fae better will be helpful.
Yeah, I would like that.
Oh, I can hear.
I'm fine either way.
Hello.
Yeah.
No,
Hi.
I
Yeah,
don't
Peyton-
want to.
Peyton basically said that I probably won't make it. Well, might. I think. What did he word? Well, he just used the word chance. But apparently he's really,
Since he
really
doesn't
tired.
come to anything. At least my experience has been that frequently he still shows up, even when he says he's not coming.
This is true.
Yep. Well, I'll leave it up to you guys. Do you want to start and hope he shows up, or
Well, it depends. Have we?
I don't.
Have we built any knowledge to like osmosis?
No.
Are we
No.
allowed to
unless
quit?
you guys have been paying attention and can list things that you remember? No.
I remember that.
I pay
Faye are
attention to
bullshit.
some things. Z is not one of them.
I know that Faye like to
Being
fuck you
assholes.
over.
You know, actually, I
Well,
think we know everything there is to know about Faye. Upon further consideration.
I don't need Xbox
Oh, you
console.
are
You're
super
really
quiet, dude.
quiet
You're the
today.
most quiet you've been.
Ah.
Well,
I want to hold off. I don't want to do this if it's gonna be as painful as the previous floor
I mean,
without Z.
I don't know if it's going to be as painful because this floor is
Well,
significantly easier. There's just going to be straight up less combat.
I want to wait for Peyton. That's my vote. I'll leave it at that.
Hello?
Or either wait today or
you're
wait
good,
for another.
Theo.
I'm good? Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know that maxing out every single thing in the world puts it to acceptable.
Jesus Christ.
Can't wait for him to get quiet again. And then what does he do? Can't turn it up anymore.
I should be good now. There's no software interfering with anything.
What was it doing?
I don't know. Razer, the software for this thing would like die sometimes, and then sometimes it would just it has like this like what is it called, like microphone gain or something,
Yeah.
and you could turn that off. That doesn't actually turn off, which is I think why it sometimes would just make me super quiet.
Yeah. I had Razer headphones once. Never again. Those things sucked.
I don't know what I have now, but they're really nice. They have a removable cable. And that's all I need in headphones. Because I break
Yeah.
the cable so fucking often.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening to the ones I have now. Everything.
Or-
I think yesterday I was listening to something and all the videos all of a sudden had like anytime any sound was happening, it had
Like
feedback,
demon
crackling.
scratches.
Yeah, it did not sound pleasant. And
Yeah,
then I
if
messed around with the cabling and it seemed to fix itself.
Tell Spencer we can send with the Theo.
Yeah, I'll be honest, my dream headset is one that makes me sound like I'm coming in from like Vietnam or something. That's
I don't know if you can get a headset for that, but you can definitely get a program for that.
yeah, no, my headset has a built-in mic, but it's no good. I use a standalone mic.
Or yeah, you could
On
get
a,
just get
mic
the
arm.
shittiest headset of all time with
Well, I have
an
it's a
absolutely
pretty
awful
nice
mic.
headset. Let me see what headset I actually have. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
one thing I was thinking of is just like cause like I do go through a lot of headsets. I was considering maybe it's worth just purchasing an aircraft headset. Though they are vastly more expensive, they are also vastly more hardy.
Actually, that's a good point.
Yeah, how much are they?
You can look at. I mean, some of them are like 40 something bucks. But they go into the hundreds fairly quickly.
Just get Theo a standalone mic.
Well, I mean, that will help with the talking part of the situation.
Yeah, but it won't make me sound like I come from Vietnam.
I mean, just go get some Vietnam music or sound effects and then just play it in the background.
I mean, that's what I plan to do for 40k, or not 40k, Dark Year. But
I mean, they are kind of one and the same, nor in some ways.
well, same universe, but I'm talking about for the actual campaign that we're doing. Or
Mm.
hope maybe continue
We'll probably continue it at some point.
at some point, which
Yeah.
means in a few months or the next decade.
Well, it might be at the end of this or
Exactly
else.
when will this end?
Pretty soon, frankly.
It's
I
been
think
like
the plan was to finish this before the year ends, so
Yeah,
maybe
I don't know
not
about
quite
that.
then, but very close at least.
Yeah, we'll almost certainly finish it by the end of January. No
Yeah.
problem.
Finish by the end of 2020 at least.
Yeah. This, well, it really depends on how many like weeks versus sessions, because people keep having things come up then.
because I want to say we
Yeah.
started in 2017.
Probably.
Yeah,
so-
that tracks. 2017? Yeah, because we've been doing this for over 2.5 years.
Yeah. I mean, just based on apparently Norix's videos, I don't know if that's an upload date or
The first one is an upload date, yeah. It should be, well, it should have the
January,
date.
probably 17.
I can get you the exact, probably. I could probably find the exact date, but I don't.
At some point very early in 2017.
Yes.
Well, I'll
We
leave
have
it up to
the,
you guys if we want to push onward. I would appreciate more planning time anyway, because as I said, apparently no one's ever done this before.
I'm fine with holding off for another week.
No one's ever done.
This next
He's-
level.
Yeah, he's doing something fun that apparently no one's done, which is bullshit.
Yeah, I know they have done. It's just I'm not freaking getting anything from the search.
It's out there somewhere. You got to go to like page 15 of Google results.
My God.
I
Doesn't
don't
even
think I
exist?
ever make it
A
beyond
dark place. When you get into the double digits, it's getting bad. Honestly, if you go past 2, it's probably getting bad.
out.
Well, if you go to page 2, then it doesn't.
I'll be honest, I haven't gone to page 2 in like years.
I have to go to page 2 for like debugging weird coding or tech server things. But I usually don't go past 5 or 6 because at that point, the results just are nonsensical. They're barely relevant. It's like, oh, you use the word and in your Google search. Here's an article about the history of the word and. I'm like, huh?
Very useful.
No.
Yeah. If you guys still want to play, I've been dying to freaking try a new thing that you don't really need to actually like do any planning for, called
About
Avarice.
what?
It's basically Dwarf Fortress in board
Oh,
game
Christ.
form, kind of, sort of.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Basically, you're destined to lose. 'Cause that's
Oh,
how
no.
Fortress works.
I played
don't
Dwarf
like that.
Fortress once. It was
It's
interesting.
a lot easier for the board game because you don't have to mess with all the
Well,
freaking
yeah.
clunky systems.
I could never get them to brew alcohol, so they always died.
Yeah, Dwarf
You
Fortress.
didn't give
is
them
wild.
water?
It turned winter.
Go underground.
I
It's
was
better.
underground. I could never
Apparently not
figure out how
far
to get them to Because I like trying to get them to grow those like caps or whatever, the mushrooms, and then they make booze off of it, but they just
Yeah.
wouldn't do it.
Yeah. I remember what was it? I remember I started one. So I started in like a less mountainous area than I normally do because I normally like having a mountain to build into. I'm not good at the game by any means, but I've at least built fortresses that last a year because I can sometimes convince them to do things. Like I'm at least somewhat capable of making underground farms, which I like. That's a good stepping point.
That's a very good place to start, considering I couldn't even do that. So
I remember I booted it up and I'm just like, guys, you should make a stairway down. They dug one stairway down and they're just like, hey, we're done, boss. Like, no, we need to keep going down, guys. That's one Z level.
Dwarf-
They're just like, nah, we
Dwarf
don't feel like
Fortress.
it.
I'm gonna wait until I can buy it on Steam before I think I play it again. No,
It's
because
probably still going to be a mess when it makes it onto Steam.
oh
in
yeah, no,
the next
no,
2
for sure.
decades or whenever it comes out.
I'm not looking forward to it being completed because it's a game I don't think will ever be finished. It's a perpetually developed game, which is fine. I think it's fantastic. I just think that's a good amount of time to wait because I don't think I'm ready yet.
I
Because
mean,
by the time it
eventually
comes
the
out on
developer
Steam,
is going to have to stop making it because they're going to either get too
They can
old
pass
to
it on.
program or die.
they'll pass it on to someone else. It'll just be in development forever.
I mean, they should hand it over to the guys that did the what is it? The Caves of Qud. That would be a good one. 'Cause those guys actually did a good job.
The year is 3495. Dwarf Fortress is still being
Dwarf
developed.
Fortress still being developed, along with Half-Life 3.
Jesus.
Well,
They've added
Half-Life.
squids.
Well,
know, but-
they did just release a VR game, so
I know,
the chances
the
of Half-Life
Alex.
3 are a little bit higher. Get people disappointed with VR and then give them the real thing. No, that's seriously what it is, though. Like people, the expectations for Half-Life 3 are so high that it's literally impossible for them to make anything that anyone would like. So they're
Mhm.
releasing other games in the meantime, get people used to Half-Life releases, and then they'll release Half-Life 3.
Well, no, they're gonna release Half-Life 3 when AR comes out.
Oh my god. Get a real crowbar as your controller and start breaking into real buildings.
Yeah. You know what? Actually,
I'd
just
be-
thinking about it, what they might be planning, just as a vague thought, you know how they had the orange box, like how many
Mhm.
years ago that was?
Oh god, yeah.
I'm
With
just
the
thinking
w-
about
the
it.
first
What
game
if
of
they're-
everything.
What if they're just planning on just doing basically like an Orange Box 2 at some point?
Or
So they
nope,
do
it'd have to be
Team
Orange
Fortress
Box 3.
Yeah.
It'd have to be.
Yeah, but the Orange Box wasn't. It
Nope,
had...
it's gotta be Orange Box 3. They would name it Orange Box 3 though, like 100%.
Probably.
It'd be like Orange Box Cubed or whatever. Some
I mean,
bullshit
with all,
like that.
yeah, the cubed would probably be. It'd actually be kind of funny if they just keep with the joke that there actually is not, like, it's not actually Half-Life 3. They just name it something else, like Half-Life Cubed or whatever,
Well, what about
Oh
like
my
just to
God.
mess with people.
Orange
Just
Box
like that. We
3?
can't program up to 3 guys. It's too hard. Cube, though, we could do that.
Jesus Christ. Well, my
I think Orange Box Tree is
I heard most of that anyway.
Orange Box Tree.
Orange Box Tree. Okay.
No, please.
So I'd be down with whatever, but I don't know what everyone else is feeling if they want to take a break this week.
Yep. We can do that too.
We could teach Norix about 40K.
No.
That is actually a good point. We could make a Norix Stark Heresy, but that's gonna take like 15 minutes at most. So
I think you overestimate Norix.
I think I agree with that.
the problem is
It'll take at
40K
least
isn't
30.
as hard to freaking do things with because it's like here you get to pick one off of these and one off of these and one off of these. Congratulations.
How about we just liberally apply the traveler system to Dark Heresy and see
No.
what happens.
No, it's harsh enough as is.
Liberally apply other systems until satisfied.
Besides, I'd do stars if it was
Like
gonna be
Dwarf
bad.
Fortress, Theo will never be satisfied.
Apparently, someone did make a Dwarf Fortress Adventurers mode as a tabletop RPG, and it is an absolute nightmare.
God.
Here, just
I can see that being rough.
yeah, here. I'll just you guys can look at the documents.
Oh God.
I think this opens to the right one. I hope so, anyway.
Rules.
Yeah, just look at the character sheet. You don't even need to go look at the rules.
Ooh, this looks like fun. Jesus fucking Christ! How many? Holy shit! Oh my God! This is like an essay worth of character sheet information.
It is great. I like the skills one, I think. Just the
Oh,
box.
that's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
And I mean, it is being honest to Dwarf Fortress. There are that
It
many.
is.
Actually, there's more than that. Honestly, that's few. There are more skills than that. Their combat system is very, very in depth, down to getting broken fingers. Ugh. It is a mess.
This first rules isn't that. It's 10 pages.
Yeah. At some point, I'm probably going to just look through it just cause. I still just thinking about it, Nora. I still need to run the pillars system too. I haven't had time or people that are interested in that.
You mean Pillars are?
Remember they
Oh
made
yeah, they did make a.
yeah, and it's
RPG
actually
too.
not terribly confusing. Well,
What about that Witcher
I
RPG?
can understand it, but it's because most of their stuff is pretty simple, at least combat and skills wise.
Well, what about that Witcher RPG?
I haven't looked at that in a while. Actually, I don't think I ever got to see a PDF of it. Just thinking about it.
Well, I know it's out there.
Yeah, wasn't that based on what was it? What was the Witcher RPG based on? I could have sworn I remember it being based on another system. I want to say it was the Cyberpunk 2020 or something like that. But I might be wrong.
Maybe. I just remember looking to some of the like character creation stuff, being like, okay, here's all the roles for where you come from, what's your family like. So it's kind of like Traveler, but with less death.
That's
For
disappointing.
the Witcher system? Really?
Yeah, they have like a lot of things that determine like how
right.
many.
Yeah, no, you're talking about character creation, not not the system.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if I was willing to freaking put you guys through it, I could try and run the paranoia one, but I don't feel like doing that.
Mhm.
'Cause paranoia is fun, but I don't feel like trying to read through the freaking adventure again. It's a very long adventure. Frankly, I'm not feeling creative enough for paranoia.
Okay, Norix.
Yo.
How many pages is this?
What do you know about 40?
I'll be back.
I know there was it's a tabletop game, and they have a RTS about it.
Okay, now what about the lore?
It was originally a tabletop game. They've had many RTSs since then.
For the lore, I know there are space marines, and I think they want to kill everyone. I don't know. Is it like Star Wars? Probably.
I mean, it's kind of like Star Wars as long as you imagine literally everyone's the evil empire.
I mean, that's yeah. Oh, so like more like real life.
Yeah,
Mm.
I guess, kind of. As long as you have orcs in real life somewhere.
I mean, yeah.
The orcs are the best part of 40k.
Well, wouldn't the
Well, one of, I
Imperium
suppose.
be the Empire?
Hmm?
I said, wouldn't the Imperium be the Empire?
I guess if the Empire was freaking much more effective than it was. The Imperium is fairly effective. It's just freaking
Oh.
so huge, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's one thing I don't like about the Star Wars.
Paranoia stuff. I don't need that.
I don't know.
Huh. Yeah,
Mm.
so the Paranoia adventure runs from page 108 to 134, and it is packed with text. Yeah, no, I don't feel like running that.
No, Star Wars needs more Jedi deaths.
They had that. There was a whole bunch of them.
It was literally episode what 3, 2?
I don't know. It should be.
I mean, there was a lot of Jedi deaths in 2, but I think there were more in 3. Seeing as, they were kind of eradicated pretty much.
Yeah. That didn't really work out for them too well.
Yeah, no,
It was the best part.
getting eradicated is not good. Wait a minute, did I just... Good. Well, I mean, do we want to make a dwarf? A Dark Heresy character for Norix?
Yes.
Dwarf
Dude, you're-
Heresy. I'd
know.
love to make a
I was
Dwarf
reading
Heresy character.
I was reading the freaking dwarf thing for the Dwarf Fortress rules. Oh, mine was like D&D. That's right. Yeah, let's go with that word.
I'd be fine with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
I
it's
can guarantee
pretty,
I'll forget everything.
it's pretty
but-
easy to just make the character, honestly. At least up to a certain point. How much experience do you guys start with? You
I
get,
think
what
it was
is
800.
400 XP? What the heck?
9,000.
Huh. This is saying 400, but I don't know why that would be if you guys are starting with 800.
Dark Heresy. Oh, I'm already a part of the game.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's see. Did any of you guys have the total XP? Yes. Well, Nora at least has 1,400, give or take, a little more.
Is Mr. Wolf me?
Yeah. I'm glad you
Yay!
recognized it. It's also the only one you can actually edit. So, oh no, you should all be able to edit them. I think. Just thinking about it. Yeah. So I wanted it so that people could see.
All
Kate
right.
only has- yeah, you guys could not have started with 800 since I know you guys have gained more XP than that. Since I believe you guys got what 400 last session, and then you had the session before where I think you guys got at least a fairly similar amount. I don't freaking remember.
I don't remember either.
Well, yeah. Let's see. I'll just total it up, I guess, and see what the average is.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So I guess we'll give you 1,200 XP to play with when you make it to that point.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot I actually gave you guys this Inquisitor a name. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and he was a tech priest. What is it called again? Bioscience.
Hmm? Who, Sand?
No, I'm pretty sure he wasn't our Inquisitor a tech priest?
I don't remember, frankly. I have his
I
name.
no, I'm pretty sure he was.
I mean, he doesn't sound very tech priesty.
I remember that you gave us like long things of dialogue.
No, that was Sand, Nor.
Mhm.
Sand is not a. He is a tech priest. He's also not a. Well, I guess he's kind of a tech priest.
What do you mean, kind of a tech priest?
As in, he's a tech priest, but he serves the Inquisition more than the Mechanicus.
Oh, that's heresy.
Yeah. Hence why he's part of the Inquisition.
I don't know what's going on.
Well, let's get you the books. I don't actually know. Theo, do we
Okay,
have
so
your book somewhere? Because your book is better than we had.
Sure. Oh fuck. Sorry, I was under the impression that the game paused when you hit escape.
okay, so Norix,
I was wrong.
it's bad.
What's bad?
Heresy.
None of us have ever committed heresy, nor will we ever commit heresy.
Can I do it? I want to do
No.
it. Oh.
Technically, no, I cannot.
Let's
Also,
see.
that reminds me.
Hmm.
So I might have accidentally read something.
Never mind. It's too big. Do I have?
How did we get it the first time then? What?
I know I have it on my Google Drive. I just have to get the link.
Yeah, I think you had it. Is this it?
Well, if you
Yeah.
want, I can link Norix to a.
Here, I'll pin. Or did someone actually already do that? Does not look like it.
Share.
Yeah. Here Theo, you already posted it here, so I'm just gonna
Oh,
pin it
okay.
in the Hero D&D. So just look in the pins, and it will be the only one by Theo.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah,
because
that
I
works.
remember that you had posted it, and I was just trying to find it again.
Okay, so back to the thing that I was talking about that I accidentally read. So I was looking for at the back of the book for the machine tray, in case I ever get that.
Yeah.
And I might have come across the thing that's talking about the our last. And apparently, unless you change something, I don't think I needed to roll for that.
For what are you talking about?
The uh Archeotech or or Archaeotech.
For what the adventure?
No, for the little card thing that the tarot. I'm pretty sure as long as I had the skill, I
Yes, but remember you didn't have the skill. at the
yeah.
time. Yes, that's why I basically said that you learned the same information.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You didn't need to roll for it. Well, you didn't need to roll for it after, but of course the thing.
Well, no, I'm pretty sure it was like during the game. It's like, oh yeah, if you have this or this, no, just Archeotech roll.
I mean, yeah,
Which,
and there were two, but regardless, they both
Yeah.
don't have it.
which I don't know if it changed anything. I just know that it said like, oh, you just need the skill. You don't actually have to roll for it.
Yeah. The problem is, remember, you didn't have that skill
Yeah,
because you weren't switching things around yet.
but now I do.
I need to add the other two,
And that's because
or I guess the other one. So we'll add the Forge. Forge World is another option for Norix if he really wants that.
Woo.
Yeah, the noble, I guess, is another option because technically I opened that one up too.
I don't know what any of that means.
Oh, nobles are exactly what they sound like. Forge worlds are just one of the homeworlds.
Oh,
There
And
are
believe it or
now
not,
5.
it's also what it sounds like.
Yep. So when you make a character for Dark Heresy, you, I believe, yeah, you start by picking a homeworld because it affects how your ability rolls go. So
Mars.
5 that you can, well, I guess 6 if you include. Yeah, it's in some ways your race. Oh, right. Did you want to play a different race too, by the way?
What are the races?
Normally human.
Is everyone else is a human, right?
Yes,
I will play a human.
because technically they do have mutants too.
I think I'm good with human.
Are you sure you don't want to be a Neko girl?
I think Peyton would murder me.
Probably.
Not if you don't tell him.
It's kind of obvious once you start in game.
Just don't describe how you look.
Yep.
And don't say meow.
Oh fuck! I don't know if I can do that one.
So
Just say, you know,
On
it's mental tick.
13 is where a lot of this stuff starts, Norix, by the way.
Page 13.
I mean, wait, am I
14
human?
of the PDF, I believe. Yes, you're still technically
Technically.
human. Even though, like, I don't know, at this point, what, 50% of you is machine?
Give or take.
Why does Nor always turn into a robot in every game?
Because you
Because
started
it's-
as a robot in this. They get more robot as time passes.
Yeah, that's the thing I was bringing up. So at level 2, that one skill that I mentioned, it actually gives you the machine trait,
Hmm.
which is fun.
Which
Okay, so
skill
what do I
did you-
do?
were you talking about?
It's from another PDF. That's why I don't have it.
So it's not one based on your basic tech priest rank.
Mm, kind of. It's basically another.
Norix, pick a homeworld. They have 4 in the main book, and there's also another one called Forge Worlds and Nobleborn as 2 other options you have. If you want to know about those, I can either send you a different
What
PDF
page
for
are those
those.
on?
They
I
are not
already
in the
linked
main
the
book.
PDF.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, also, Norix. Just a heads up, you want to check out the
So how do I
included.
find them?
They should
How
be
do I
in
find the
Inquisitor's
homeworlds
Handbook
if they're not in the
that-
main book?
The other 2 are in, Nor's thing there in,
I just linked it.
in Roll
I'm
20.
so confused.
Well, here I'll give you just a kind of a rough estimate. Fairwilders are kind of like orcs. They're big, tough. They like to punch things. They're usually a little stupider because they come from worlds where basically technology isn't really a thing, at least not to the same level as other places, since most tech is laser weapons is kind of the low. Hive worlds are basically massive cities. They're the more talky of the different people, mostly because they live in giant freaking cities where like millions to billions of people live in one big huge structure. So imagine if you took like New York and then just set it up on a freaking big pillar. That's kind of what hive cities are. Imperial worlds are a bunch of different stuff, but generally they're more, I guess, a bunch of different things. They're everything from the shrines and farmers and pretty much everything else. So if you don't live on a backwater nowhere and you don't live in a world where basically everyone lives in a massive, well, in multiple massive giant stack cities, then you probably live on a imperial world.
It's basically a normal
Forge worlds are
world.
the exception to that. And then Voidborn in the main book is basically someone who was born on a spaceship. And they tend to be psychers or people who deal with more of like knowledgeable things. So the adepts or scholastic.
You live in
for the other
space.
two, Forge Worlds, you live on a world that makes stuff. And it's mostly run by the a
Adeptus
different
Mechanicus.
sect, basically, yeah. The Adeptus Mechanicus is not the Imperium and is the Imperium at the same time. And
They're
Nobleborn
al-
are exactly what they sound like. They're noble.
Okay, is anyone in the party from a hive world currently?
I don't believe so. I
I
believe you
thought
have
Peyton was.
I think he was originally, but he changed early on. To
No,
an
I'm pretty sure he
Imperial
was from
world.
a Shrine World.
Yeah, he's from a Shrine World. He, I think, was going to go with a Hive World, but he changed his mind. So you have a Voidborn, you have a Forge Worlder, you have an Imperial Worlder, technically Shrine World, but there's not any specific for that. And then a Nobleborn. So you don't have a Feral, a Hive, and actually that's it.
I'll,
named all
I'll
the
do
other-
hive.
All right. Yep.
Oh, we need someone who can talk.
Yeah, you do. Freaking heck.
Yeah, that would be useful.
Just have someone who just shoots an old guy when it pops out and starts speaking.
Or we get someone that's bad at talking.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're at least somewhat capable, Chase.
Also,
Although
Norse.
what-
Yeah.
Isn't I think you and don't you and Theo have like fairly high fellowship for some reason?
Theo has high fellow. He has the highest in the group.
Yeah, yours is surprisingly low, and yet the weird spaceship person is able to talk to people more effectively. By the way, Theo is a psyker. Psykers are mages, kind of, sort of. They're effectively mages. They're also mostly crazy and not trusted by everyone who thinks in a more normal thought pattern because they sometimes randomly explode.
To explain it, they're basically sorcerers with wild magic.
Except this wild magic can make them so that they get possessed by a demon and then go on a freaking murderous rampage or get sucked into
Or-
the void and instantly die.
Or like
Or
last
make guns
session where,
break.
That would
Yeah.
never happen to me.
where last session where
So,
Theo gave me,
Hive World stuff starts
things.
on 16, Narks.
Okay.
And yeah, you can read more about it. The main thing you're looking for, yeah, Hive Worlders can be arbitrators, which are basically policemen if you thought police brutality was fun. Assassins, which are exactly what they sound like. You already have one of those, by the way. Clerics are basically the normal thing that you'd think, except instead of using magic, they talk to people and get them to believe in the Holy Emperor and whatnot. They're also, well, you already have one of those too, because that's what Chase is. Guardsmen are exactly what they sound like. They're meatheads. They like shooting things. They're fairly good at it too. They're also a little tougher than most of the other. Well, they're like fighters, I guess, if you want to give it that. Psykers are, as Nora and I said, they are peoples who are mages. Scum are the rogues. They talk usually their way out of problems rather than shoot their way out of problems. Although that usually is a something you should probably do anyway. And then a tech priest, which you guys already have as Nora's one. They're the half machine peoples.
Hello.
And those are the classes, I guess.
Is this written down anywhere? Because I don't see it.
Yeah, that's on page 16 as well. It's kind of faded. Because Theo's book is
Wait,
has all that
Theo's
stuff.
book.
Yeah.
Where?
Did you not see for the pinned stuff?
It's in the server of a hero D&D.
Oh
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
I was looking at the one that Nor posted.
No.
Oh no,
don't-
no, that's
Yeah, you
that's
don't
something
need that
that'd be
right
useful later.
Okay, so that's why I was confused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry about that.
now. Yeah, you need the other one. The main one is
So-
going to be helpful.
I would still have that Inquisitor's Hands book open because it has something called backgrounds, which give you some nice skills later on or at the start. So it's a good thing to grab to build up your character.
Okay, Hive World. Oh my god, this is faded as fuck.
I mean,
I could give you the other one, but Theo's book is actually easier to traverse.
No, it's fine. I can just copy this text and paste it.
Yeah, mostly it's only those boxes. Hope that's not true of the. Okay, no, it's mostly just the lore stuff. So most of it, like any of the actual career path useful stuff, that's all rules, is still there. So at least the important things are still around and aren't faded.
Okay.
Okay. So you start with Hive dialect, speak language of your Hive, which we'll figure that out at some point. Guess I can pull up the
So
map.
is anyone are these classes the same for all homeworlds?
What do you mean?
Arbitrator, assassin, cleric, guardsman.
I mean,
Psyker,
those
scum.
are the main class, like the main classes. They are the classes. The
Is
homeworld
anyone an
basically-
arbitrator or scum?
Currently, you don't have an adept, an arbitrator, a guardsman, and a scum.
I will be arbitrator.
What are adepts?
They're
I don't know. I don't see it on here.
yeah, because they don't apparently exist on Hive Worlds, which is kind of silly.
Adepts.
They are basically librarians or librarians slash accountants is probably
Ah.
the best way to say.
So
They
the
do not
in-base
fight.
skill monkey.
Yeah, basically. They're skill monkeys as well, skill monkeys in the thinky sorts of ways.
Right.
So it's like if you played a wizard but without any magic.
Or like a tech priest if you weren't focused on tech.
Yeah.
Well, basically what a arbitrator would have, it was probably like a, xenobiology.
Yeah, arbitrators are policemen. You mean
not
adepts?
adepts, yeah. Adepts
Arbitrators are basically policemen.
I'm a cop.
yeah.
But as I said, they're policemen who are not only allowed, but most of the time encouraged to use police brutality. Because
Yeah, I'm a cop.
it's effective, frankly. So, but
Man, this really is painting a realistic picture of our world.
yeah. So for Hive Worlders, you have some traits that are built in.
Cool.
Which I'm trying to remember. Yeah, talents and traits. If you look on your character sheet, they have on the right side of it advanced skills, psychic powers, mutations, and then under that talents and traits. So just
Okay.
on page 17, you'll see the Hive Worlder traits and just do those 4.
Add all 4 of them.
Yep. Technically, you should have also speak language in a specific dialect. I'm not going to be able to do that until you do finish up those. Show. It's actually good that you're a Hive, since that's what the next mission's going to be in. Yay!
Ooh.
I doubt it's going to be your Hive, and I'm not going to bother mentioning where it is, so that's not even a possibility.
Actually, I just
Yeah,
had a great
that's fine.
idea.
Mm-hmm.
So if Norx gets hardly not mutated, but mutilated, I can make him RoboCop.
I mean, you already have Robo Cleric, so.
We need RoboCop.
Yeah, so far Chase has lost, I think, his right leg and his left arm to combat so far.
I'm killing it.
Yeah, your cleric is a melee fighter, and this hasn't gone well.
Don't worry, I also stop the demon.
It's okay. I soak damage.
Well, let's see. The first time was against, I think, a servitor. Right?
Yep.
And the second time was against a
Yeah.
Chase, I think you need to start picking your battles more wisely.
That's probably why Payton wanted to be a hybrid to begin with. They get a bonus to initiative rolls, which is much better than most of the Imperial World traits. I guess other than that, there's some nice ones in there, but full combat wise. Yeah. Just thinking about it, actually, did you ever play the Knights of the Old Republic, Norix?
Nope.
No? Oh. Yeah, because there's
Nah.
actually a world that you start on in that's a very good representative of kind of what the Hive worlds are like.
Okay.
It's not
All right. I've
quite,
written those
but-
down.
All right. So now you're going to generate characteristics, which is basically rolling ability rolls.
Aren't they a bit like
So-
the Jedi city planet? Sorry to interrupt.
Possibly? Coruscant, you
I
mean?
mean, yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's the main one. I guess kind of like Coruscant, but
Except for more grimdark.
I'm trying to think. Well, the reason I'm saying that is because this world was like literally had like the good people were on the top of big towers basically built above the surface, and then as you go further down, it gets into the underhive and the lower hive, and hives in 40k are basically just exactly that.
Okay.
So if you look on page 23, Norix, you see the homeworld
Mhm.
modifiers. You're basically just going to roll the 2d10. And you do roll for each skill as you go down. So first weapon, then ballistic, then strength, then toughness, agility, etc.
Okay. So
As by the way, you also can re-roll. Unfortunately, you have to keep that re-roll though, as a note.
So 2d10 plus whatever modifier.
Plus, yeah, plus 20, then 20, then 20, then 15, then
15,
20.
20,
If you
okay.
look on 23, you can see.
Yep, I see them.
Yep.
Last one is 25.
Actually,
Okay.
remind me.
Yeah, for each one of the things, I think you have one that's at 25 and one that's at 15.
What's a good?
I
I
guess
don't.
on barrel.
These numbers literally mean fucking nothing. I'm used to a D20 system. Like, what is?
Isn't like 40 like an 18 or something?
Basically, I guess. The way the Dark Heresy works is it rolls as D percentile. So 20 is a 20% chance to succeed, effectively. Because if
Okay.
you roll 1 to 20, then you are successful in whatever.
You miss a lot.
Yeah, everything misses a
Yeah.
lot.
Everything misses a lot, and if you hit the enemy can just roll to dodge it anyway. So
Yep.
But if you hit, they might just die. So
Yeah. Yeah, the system is pretty unforgiving when it comes to hurting things.
Also, if anything, we're gonna have
I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Well, just wait until the end,
Oh,
I would suggest.
well, never mind. Wait,
Oh,
do I only get one re-roll?
Yep.
Oh. Well, shit.
I mean, at least you rolled better because it was very hard to roll worse.
I didn't know I only got one re-roll though.
Just keep it as the 18.
Yeah, I'll keep it as the. I'll. Okay.
Because I
I'll
didn't
figure it
mention,
out.
because I didn't explicitly say it, then I'll let you freaking keep the 25 if you really want to. But I would suggest finishing up. Because if you got like fellowship is freaking like a 22, when you're planning on probably being the talky member of the party, it's not good.
Okay. So those are my numbers.
Well, do you want to keep the 25 or do you want to re-roll for something else?
I don't really know if I want to because I think I got pretty okay on everything.
I mean, I would heavily suggest re-rolling for toughness or agility. Those are kind of low.
Oh
actually,
yeah,
too,
toughness is.
Well,
Toughness is
As I
my.
said, you can roll. You can just keep the 25 if you want to roll for toughness, because we already rolled what that was.
Yeah, and as a heads up in the works, your for later for your advancements, toughness is one of your cheapest traits that you can upgrade.
So, okay, so with the reroll, the one that I did, these are my numbers.
Yeah, I can see the character sheet.
Okay, good. So that's it. That's all I have to do.
Yeah, for the generating characteristics.
Cool.
Well, here I'll give you just kind of a quick primer. Usually, you'll be rolling under this number. If you don't have the skill, you'll be rolling it half. So having it as higher is better.
Yeah. Cool.
As a note, some things such as strength and toughness and agility, I think actually a lot of things. Basically, it's also useful to think of these as tens and ones because you also have, you know how D&D has its bonuses for the things. So some of the abilities or characteristics also have things that are appropriated to that as well. So for instance, for your strength, you have 3 bonus strength. Basically, it's just your tens column. It's pretty easy to remember. Once you just remember that pretty much if you need to look up a characteristic bonus, then it's just the tens column. Ignore the ones.
Okay.
All right.
Gotcha.
So now you need to pick a career path, which you already did. You're an arbitrator. So as an arbitrator, let's see. What do you get as basic stuff for arbitrator? Don't you get an extra, like a starter kit? I'm nearly certain you get something. Or am I thinking of the second one? No, you do get some basic kit. Okay. Where is there it is. Okay. So arbitrator is on page 24. It's actually the next page. So yeah, you can just look the arbitrator's tough, etc.
Starting skills.
Yep.
Speak language. Low Gothic. What?
You already have that. Low Gothic is effectively common.
Oh. So
Congrats.
where
You can read. You should already have it built in. It'll have in the advanced
Okay.
skills. Speak language.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Mhm.
Cool. I see now.
Yep.
Literacy.
And it doesn't look like you have any options for those, so you just get everything. Which is nice.
Literacy.
Do you guys know how many months you've been going at this point in game?
I'm afraid I have no idea.
A decent amount.
Do you think 6 would probably be a good guess?
Well, I'm pretty sure last.
No, because didn't you guys have like 5 months? No, was it 5 months?
Yeah, I think it might have been 5 months last time, or for the last. For this one,
I don't think I wrote that down. I very much doubt it anyway. Yeah, no.
I'm pretty sure he said we have like 3 months before anything popped up.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right, remember because you guys got basically 2 months of pay for completing that mission as your bounty. All right. So, inquiry. By the way, Norix is a basic skill over there.
What?
There's on the left side. You have basic skills.
Oh,
and you have inquiry
wait.
over there.
I'm confused.
Oh,
Do I not put it under my other skills? Wait.
I mean,
what?
you can, but it's already there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't understand this character sheet. This makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I guess I'm trying to think of a way to phrase it. Did you ever play 3.5?
No. I
Fucking hell,
basically started
Norris.
at 5th. I've played D&D
Oh.
before, but it has been so
You
incredibly
always-
long. No, it was literally high school the last time I played, and then I picked it up at 5th because D&D it was just overwhelming, and it wasn't very fun when I played it in high school.
Yeah, I can't
But
think
then,
of
yeah.
a way to phrase it. But
This
basically,
starts
the
with
basic
Theo.
skills is just something everyone has, so you can always use these, even if you can only use them at half.
Okay,
Advanced skills are things that you specifically know because of background or
gotcha.
knowledge.
Okay, that makes sense.
Like
I guess
tech
it's
use.
like how knowledge used to work in the older versions of D&D. That if you didn't have knowledge, you couldn't roll it because you didn't know, unless you were a bard. But okay. So if you go to the next page, you'll see starting talents
Mm-hmm.
and then starting
Put
gear.
those.
Yep.
Where do I
talents and
put
traits
starting
are the same-
talents?
Same place you put the accustomed to crowds, caves of steel, etc., etc.
What? What?
You put the stuff from the Hiver stuff.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
You just put them there.
Gotcha.
The basic weapons training, melee training, primitive, and then quick draw, rapid reload.
There's two places labeled talents and traits, which is why I'm getting confused.
I think it's just
Quick
because you can
draw
have a lot of
or
talent.
rapid reload.
Yep.
Do I have to pick?
Yeah, that's why there's an or.
I don't know what either of those are.
Quick draw does exactly what it sounds like. It allows you to pull a weapon out easier, and I believe puts away easier. I would assume rapid reload would do exactly what it says as well.
Yeah, I have a
Give you
basically.
the greater definition if you'd like it.
Okay, so Norix, how combat works for a turn. You basically have a full action that can be split. So usually reloading takes about a half action, or no, a full action. But with a rapid reload, it takes a half action.
Yeah, rapid reload allows you to basically cut down on reload times by half.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
if it takes you 2 full turns to reload your shotgun, you can do it in 1, is basically what it means.
Yep.
Which is fairly useful because then you're not like Theo, who had to sit there for 2 turns reloading a shotgun.
Yeah, I'm definitely picking rapid reload. Quick draw seems cool, but I'm
The quick draw does exactly what it sounds like. You're allowed to
Yeah.
draw. Yeah, you can ready a weapon as a free action. So, well, you can ready as a free action. So you can pull things out easier.
Really, it's only if you plan on switching between melee and range combat frequently.
Yep.
Where
Fucking heck, this book missing letters.
for me later on, I might just get a very heavy weapon. Be like, okay, well, this is going to take me an action to reload into 2.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then, I can
And then you
melt
get all the
enemy.
starting gear: the shotgun with 12 shells, the club, brass knuckles.
Where do I put all that?
That all goes. If you go a little further down, they have gear.
Movement gear. Ah, there we go.
Yep. And just write down the name. At some later point, you can go grab the stats for it, or I can just give you the stats for it. You get a flak vest, or chain coat, flak vest, or mesh vest. Chain coat covers more of the body, has fairly decent AP, but it's primitive. Flak vest, right? Yeah, the mesh vest.
Chain coat, fac vest.
It's flak. The freaking thing is missing. Flak vest
Or
is
mesh
exactly what
vest.
it sounds like. It's a vest that is flak. Same armor, but it also blocks bullets. And the mesh vest, I believe, was the other one, which is the same, but it blocks only. Well, all of them only block torso. Well, the chain coat actually blocks arms, body, and legs. Fortunately, it doesn't block bullets. So, but the mesh vest is 4 AP, and of course, once again, also blocks bullets.
So why would I not pick the mesh vest?
I don't know. I think flak is better against grenades and whatnot as well, whereas mesh is not.
I
So,
mean, mesh does sound pretty good.
mhm.
If you get hit by a grenade, it's probably already over for you.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So the uniform, good quality clothing, 3 doses.
I
of
will provide you
stim.
opportunities to get hit by a grenade.
Please.
Yes, your psyker has grenades. Are you even
I don't-
proficient with
I-
chucking grenades?
I don't think I actually took grenades. I think I went for the shotgun, doubled down on that.
Right, yeah. And can now actually fire it.
Yeah.
All right. Arbitrator ID, chrono, pack of glow sticks.
What's Amasec or low sticks?
pack of glow
Well, I
sticks?
think glow
or...
sticks are glow
Oh,
sticks.
flask probably of Amasec. I would
No,
bet is
low
what that is.
LHO sticks, not
Low
glow
sticks are
sticks.
basically cigarettes. I would bet flask of Amasec is some sort of.
So technically, I was right. They glow when you light.
You're a dumbass.
Yeah, Amasec
Not
is
wrong.
a popular alcoholic drink distilled from wine.
Hell yeah. I don't smoke. I'm not a loser.
Yeah, you either get to smoke or drink.
I drink.
That's your option.
I'm not a smoker. I'm an alcoholic.
Yep.
Oh
Alright.
God. I like that. I like that deep choice right there that you get.
I mean, technically, you
dystopian.
don't have to use them.
Well, where's the fun in that?
Yeah. And your
Starting rank,
is
trooper.
trooper. Yeah. And you'll. Does it just have you go to the next page? Yeah, spend experience points. Yep. So, in the book, you have the bookmarks thing. Do you not? Or
What? Huh?
I'm guessing you don't.
Bookmarks?
Yeah, oh yeah, you're probably still looking at it with Theo's thing. So go to page 50 in the actual
Alright.
book. 51.
Yeah, I'm on
I think,
page
for the
50.
PDF. Yeah. And this is the thing that basically allows you to buy stuff. You have 1,200 experience.
Oh.
Why can't I mess with the experience? No. Probably because it just automatically does it. I hope.
Here, let me do
Where
some.
where do I see experience?
Experience is at the very bottom.
Oh.
How much experience does he have?
I'm going to give him 1,200.
Okay, 1,200.
Mm.
So here, let me write something down for Norx real quick.
Oh, that means I think I'm a regulator. Right?
Well, you need to spend up to that point.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Probably.
Basically, spend the first 500 experience in the first thing in the trooper advances, and then up to 1,000 in the enforcer, and then regulator with the last 200 if you feel so inclined.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Oh God, I don't understand any of this.
Basically, you spend XP, and then you get whatever it says on your for the advance. In the advances boxes, it's just the type is skills for the S, talents for the T. As long as you hit the prerequisite, which frankly for this first one you should automatically have, then you can get it. You just spend whatever the amount of XP. The cost is, of course, directly attached to it. The characteristics, you just look at whatever characteristic you're looking to do. You start with the simple one. You spend however much that is. You gain 5 in that characteristic. If you want to go to the next one, you have to spend that next. So if you wanted to say buy weapon skill from 250 to go from simple to intermediate and boost it by 10, then you'd cost 750 experience to go from
Okay.
simple to intermediate. But you'd also gain 10 weapon skill. So,
this is overwhelming.
well, look at it from the trooper advances. Anything here that looks funny or useful?
What does inquiry scrutiny even do?
Scrutiny, I
it's
believe,
investigate, right?
is inquiry. I believe is the gather information. I can look it up, but that's what I believe it is. Scrutiny, I believe, is the what is the freaking skill? Sense motive or insight.
Oh, I'm
You already should have. Yeah, you already have inquiry. Scrutiny to make assessments of people you encounter to determine if someone is lying to you, to sense ulterior motives, and generally appraise the worth of another being. So yeah, scrutiny is effectively sense motive.
Okay.
Inquiry, just to make sure, though I'm near certain. Pick up rumors, secrets, or guarded information by asking questions, buying drinks, and generally watching and listening for anything of interest that might bubble up. Yeah, so you can either use it to gather information about local developments, or you can use it as an investigation to ask people about specific things. So it's both talking to one person and talking to lots of people.
Okay, and here's one more thing, Nora.
Hmm.
Remember that PDF that I gave you, or that you opened up,
Yeah.
that confused you, the Inquisitor's Hand?
Yeah.
On page 27. there's
Oh
going to be
God, I
some,
don't even have it open. Hold on.
Okay.
What is going on? Okay. Going to
It's-
page 27. Okay, page 27.
Okay, you see arbitrator? It should be near the bottom.
Case file. Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's some background packages that you can grab. You can grab one of them,
Oh.
and basically they're like a cheap. They're basically a little boost for the start. That
Okay.
and this is fine, right, Mitchell?
Yes, seeing as I gave them open to you, I should have offered it to you guys too.
And look,
But
it's not
Never.
illegal.
I have no background.
What even is that, Theo? Your image for Griepo?
You don't know
is
it?
No, it looks really familiar, but I'm not able to
It's
recollect what it is.
the. Well, Theo, do you want to tell them more?
Well, I have to start
This
up.
guy
and
with like a
figure out
tower shield and a rifle of some sort, and like
Yeah.
what
armor.
tower shield and a rifle.
I guess a
Oh,
riot shield.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's the I believe
It
that's
it
the
says
whatever it's called, the
enforcer.
yeah, the enforcer from Risk of Rain.
Oh,
It literally says that on one of the images.
well, it doesn't say it on the one that I'm looking at.
Well, if you go on the blank screen that we're on,
What are
Theo has them.
insanity points?
They make you crazy.
Oh
Huh.
right, I was trying to decide. Which
Basically,
one
they're
I
an
wanted
extra
to
hit point
use.
bar. If you ever reach 100, you effectively go crazy and quote unquote die. Your character might not die, but
Oh.
they have become too insane to actually continue being a character. Corruption works the same way, except you turn into a demon or
Oh.
some such.
Well, not really. You turn to a heretic.
Yeah, it's possible you turn into a demon. Most likely you'll get shot before that, though.
Usually, it's just basically, oh, you're too corrupted.
By the way,
and-
every 10 points, I believe it is, for insanity and corruption, bad things happen. Before that,
That's
though, they
right.
don't do anything.
None of us handle anything that would ever cause either of those things to happen.
Yeah, nothing at all.
So you don't have to worry about those.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah. Basically, don't worry about them until you hit 10. Once you hit 10, bad things happen.
Do they ever
Well,
make
bad things start happening.
Excuse me.
Then usually it'll start getting worse. But until you hit that, you're good.
Do I have to spend
As a note,
500 points
you will
in
get
trooper
these-
advances?
Yeah. Well, not in trooper advances, just before you can start looking in the enforcer advances.
Gotcha. So I can get the
So if you wanted to,
the
you could just
Calexian
buy agility
pattern
for 500
killings.
and the arbitrator characteristic for the simple, and all of a sudden start buying from enforcer.
So yeah,
I wouldn't
that'd be,
suggest it, but you can,
so yeah,
because some of these are
Nora,
actually really good.
that would be 200 towards the next advancement.
Yeah. What does you begin to play with talented? You begin
Talented,
to
I
play with
believe-
talented inquiry.
I believe it
What does
just
that
gives you a boost to that skill, I would assume.
What's talented
actually-
inquiry?
Well, talented is a talent. Yeah, you gain a +10 bonus to a corresponding skill test. So basically, it gives you +10 in inquiry.
Oh. Oh.
Yep.
I'm picking this then.
Just so you know, you can also buy another +10 for your thing
Yeah,
by buying
that's
the
what I'm doing.
inquiry +10. Talented
That's-
is for that thing also does the same.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't understand how to mark things in the character sheet though. It's very confusing.
Basically, you never bought. Oh no, you did build the traveler character, did you not?
It's been a while.
Okay. Do you remember vaguely how Traveler had 0 level skills and then like 1, 2, etc.?
Yeah, I just no, that's not. I just don't. I
So
don't know what I'm
basically,
supposed to mark, where I'm supposed to put things, and
the
what I'm
first
supposed
box
to do.
is the you know how to use this skill now. The second box is you're more trained in it. You get a +10 to it for everything. So it's basically 1 is if you have a 0 in a skill, 10 is a 1, 2, 20 is a 2, etc., etc. I think it only goes up to 2.
Yeah. And
So I'd
then
say you're better at this than other people who are just trained.
and
So
the B,
as you can see, you can
that's-
have you have a 44 in inquiry now.
B is for bonus,
Yee.
and
Which is
that
what
might be
you put that.
from
If you took the talented trait.
and that might be from I don't know, maybe your background, your class, just basically things that give you a nice little bonus. Like for example, as a tech priest, I get a +10 because I have a little gadget that. Even though I'm rolling at a 64, which is not bad.
Oh. Norix talented is actually a talented trait. So you put it down there. If you did decide to get that.
So what do you put in bonus?
Yeah, you'd put it in a bonus. Talented gives a +10 to
Yeah.
the skill. So which is good. It doesn't just give you the +10 bonus that it normally
yeah.
would.
I have to send Norix something in case I haven't already sent it.
Yep. Talented. Talent group, all skills. Choose any one of your skills. You gain a +10 bonus to test when using that skill. Is all talented is. So if you have talented, it's also a +10 here.
Oh, it did for inquiry. Oh
But
wait.
yeah, it's talented inquiry.
Oh, okay. I see what Norix did.
Yep.
He made talented inquiry. Oh,
I'll just fix it.
Is that right?
Nope.
I don't know what's going on.
okay. So you see basic skills, right, Norix?
No.
On the left-hand side, it's inquiry. Yep. I think
Yes.
are you clicking it? Okay, yeah. Okay.
So by default, I would have 1 on, and I have 2 extra things that give me +10.
Kinda. You
I
have.
don't.
You
Oh
have.
my god, this is so ridiculous. I
Narcs,
don't like
you
this
have
character
it-
sheet.
You basically have it as proficient for the first one. That's just from
Okay.
being an arbitrator. You bought for your advancement the inquiry +10 skill. So basically,
And-
you now are
yes.
you're exceptional with it effectively. Then
Okay.
you picked up the talented inquiry, which adds a bonus +10, but it doesn't
Okay.
go and give you the +20 because that's actually a different thing.
Gotcha.
So
Okay,
effectively,
that
you can
makes
boost it
more
higher
sense.
than you already have it. Because if you go
I-
and continue down and survive long enough, then I would bet somewhere along your tree there should be an inquiry +20, which will give you a further +10 on that skill.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's also in the investigator tree. So almost there.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. So I have 600 points left.
Yep.
These are very. I don't understand any of these. What is takedown, sound constitution,
Sound
light sleeper,
Constitution
leap up,
adds
double team, disarm, tracking, security?
intimidate, security, and tracking are all skills. I'm
Okay.
assuming they do exactly what they sound like.
What does security? I do
Security is
security good.
lockpicking.
Oh,
Yeah, security is lockpicking, both the physical and electronic version.
Actually,
Gotcha.
no, I'm not sure. Well,
For
that depends on how you
security?
want to. I'm pretty sure for electronic that'd be logic.
Depends.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
you
guess
can
it
use
depends
a
on what you
security
do.
skill to bypass locks and other security systems. So,
Odd.
tech use could also probably be called for some security. And logic,
Okay.
remember, Nor, logic is used almost entirely for talking.
Let me look at it again.
As
Pretty
for
sure I
the
saw
other
somewhere.
things, disarm is a talent. It gives you the ability to do just what it sounds like, I'm guessing. I don't know what double team is, though. I can look it up. Double team, where is it? Double team, gain an additional +10 bonus for ganging up. So if you're flanking someone effectively, you're even better at it than other people.
Okay.
Leap up, I would assume, does exactly what it sounds like.
Jump good.
I can check. I'm guessing if you get knocked off your feet, you can get up faster. Yeah, you stand up as a free action, is what leap up is. So if you get knocked prone by, I don't know, getting punched in the freaking chest by a demon, then you can get up easier. Sound
Well, I
Constitution,
don't-
as I said, just
yeah.
it gives you extra hit points, basically. Takedown, I believe, allows you to tackle people better. At least that would be my bet. I can check. Takedown. Oh, no. Make a special attack to stun your opponent is what takedown is.
Oh.
Takedown. So I guess it allows you to beat someone to unconsciousness
Does
easier
it
than other people.
specify if it's range or melee?
I would have bet it's melee. You are skilled at taking your opponent in alive. As a half action, you may declare that you are attempting a takedown. Yeah, before testing weapon skill, it has to be melee.
Okay.
An opponent before testing weapon skill, if you hit and do at least 1 point of damage, the damage is ignored and your opponent must make a toughness test or be stunned for 1 round. Stunned, by the way, does exactly what it does in D&D. They don't get to act, meaning it's
Cool.
mean.
I'll do
So basically,
takedown.
yeah,
I like that one.
you bop someone in the face with the mace, and they can't do anything if they fail their toughness check.
And just as a heads up, well, you probably know this.
Bet that's-
Weapon skill is melee. Ballistic skill is range.
What is Low Gothic being based on? Intelligence? That's interesting. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I get it. Oh yeah, yeah. Weapon skill is the hitting things in melee, and yeah, ballistic skill, as Nor said, is shooting stuff. Well, shooting stuff, throwing stuff, etc., etc. If you're trying to do something that you're not next to. By the way, if you make it to regulator, dodge is a good skill to get.
Yeah, I'm definitely making it there. I'm just trying to figure out what else I want.
Because a 14 agility to dodge is not.
I
going
need to
be fun.
spend 3 more. 300 more.
I mean, you can get a characteristic upgrade.
I could.
Also get
What do
tech
I don't know what I
use,
wanna
basic
get.
Weapons training.
I just don't know anything about what these things do, so I'm basically applying things blind.
Well, go ahead and ask. Nor I can
Well,
probably
I can
do it.
get a good idea. I won't know until I play. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, I
Most of the
understand what
skills-
they do and what they mean. I just don't know what is actually good.
I would suggest, frankly, because the rest of your party isn't very good at it, any sort of skills that allow you to either talk or find information. So inquiry, intimidate, I believe. Charm is another one that's useful. Anything with fellowship, honestly, other than command, which I don't think you even have access to, so it doesn't matter. So intimidate might be a good skill because intimidate is good for getting information out of people. Barter is useful, although it's also expensive. Sniper's Acolyte has its uses at the very least. I would not suggest swim.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. What's up? Well, what's going on? I don't. I'm confused. I'm trying my best. I'm just gonna pick some random stuff.
Well,
You said things that
what do
talk
you
to
want
people.
do? If you
I
want to be a
don't
talky
know.
well, I mean, if you want to be the talky person, then
I
intimidate's a
think
good
it's
one to take
idea.
because it gives you access to an ability that allows you to use your fairly high fellowship without penalty.
Okay.
I mean, you can always take barter. That's a good one. You could take P. Can you take peer? Yeah,
Barter. Oh,
peer
barter would
is
be 200 though.
yeah peer. The enforcer advance. That's for 100 talent. The fellowship 30 basically allows you to be more friendly with your own peoples.
Oh,
Melee weapon shock,
alright.
by the way, is also fun because that means you get to wield a shock mace without freaking fumbling over yourself. And shock maces are fun. Mostly because they're handheld tasers mounted on freaking malls.
All right. I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
And then you said dodge is good as well.
Yes, dodge allows you to do exactly that. Sometimes you can get out of the way of attacks. And otherwise you'd be rolling against a 14. At least the 28 gives you a slightly better shot at it. Alternatively, you could take interrogation or search.
Interrogation or search. I'll do interrogation.
All right. So
That'll cap me out at all 1200 used.
that's good. So you need to get scrutiny. You took intimidation as a skill too?
I took intimidate. Yeah, all my things are listed below.
Yep. I'm just filling in the little boxes up above. So
Oh.
that it is calculating awareness. That's a good thing to have. Dodge. Yeah, awareness is perception, by the way. I'm sure you could
I
tell.
figured.
But, you know. By the way,
Yeah,
peer. Because peer is one of those skills where it's like specific to the group. You're not just everyone's bud. You're specifically their bud. So you're friends with police officers, basically. So,
That's good.
yeah, when you walk
is
into the station, you'd be like, "Hey, can I have some information?" They don't freaking yell at you to get out, or
is there
force you
any-
to start having to roll.
Is
Or
there
it
anything
gives
else I need
it
to
gives you
do?
bonuses. That's all that stuff. You need to basically just do the little extra stuff other than just what you look like, and buying extra equipment. Could you roll a d5 for me,
Okay.
or a d10 if you really don't feel like rolling a d5? They 1-6. Okay, so you have 9 wounds.
Is that bad?
I mean, it's low for your race, seeing as it's actually the lowest you can be for your race, because 9 is the minimum for Hive Worlder.
Oh.
This is 1 + 8.
Higher is better for wounds.
Yes, because it's hit points.
Don't worry, Norix. I have 8.
Yep.
I also have 8.
If you guys are freaking Voidborn start with 6, and I'm pretty sure that Theo might have taken some extra stuff. And I'm guessing, what did Forge Worlders start with?
think they start similar to -1. 8 is the highest. Oh, I
Yeah,
rolled a 1.
0.5 plus 7. So yeah, lower than everything but Void Welder. At least as a
Well, I
base.
got
Yeah. And can you roll a d10 for me? For your fate
Or-
point.
what do void war? What do void
Voids
war?
start at 6 plus a d5.
What
you
are
rolled
fate
a
points?
3. They're basically I'm trying to think of another game that you've been in. Basically allows you to re-roll, save your life, etc., etc. They're good to have.
Damn it! I rolled
Actually,
really shitty for
they're
both
like
of
luck.
those.
I mean, at least you have
That's
one.
upsetting. Yeah,
Could
but
be
it's just
worse.
upsetting that I rolled super shitty.
Don't
Alright,
worry,
yeah.
Norks. If
I started with the
pa-
same number.
This is why I always like to take the average because I fucking hate rolls.
Unfortunately, yeah, the average is not a thing in
I
Dark Souls.
know.
if Mitchell loves
it's
you,
annoying.
he'll give you more fate points.
No, it's not if I love you, it's if you do things that are properly heroic or within character.
Exactly, if he loves you.
So I
Okay,
just have to
I
start
give one to
beating
freaking
people.
Caden. All right.
Okay, you've got me there.
Could you roll 2d10 for me? We'll just give you the starting wealth and then we'll add all the extra butts on there. So you have 60 start plus where the hell are thrones? Throne Gelt. Throne Gelt are monies. I'm just gonna give you the money that they've been getting pretty much because you're a rank 3. Yeah, because you'll have monies to spend things. Where the heck is the money for supine classes, arbitrators, and psychers? So, 70. Theo, how much are you making? It's like 92, I think.
What?
How much do you make monthly?
Um,
You have it written
91
down.
right now.
91. Okay. I'm trying to think. I want to say you guys have had 5 months pass in just like time rather than
Yeah, that sounds about right.
okay.
5 or
So
6, I think.
Norix has in total cash 91 times 5 plus 60. So you have 515 Throne Gelt to play with.
Woo.
Also,
Because apparently you make as much as Psychers do.
why do you make so little money?
I don't know.
I make 195.
All right. So Norix, I'm not gonna like lead you through this. I'm sure Nor can or Payden or someone else. Or we can just do it at the beginning. But basically, if you go to the armory chapter and then go to the craftsmanship, there is consequences of availability. You can pick anything that is average or higher.
I would
So-
like to do this later.
Yeah, as you're going through the chapter, you can see that there is like it's the name, the class, the range, rate of fire, damage, panic, et cetera, et cetera. Look at the availability at the end. If it's average or higher, and you can check like what is higher, but it should be fairly, fairly self-explanatory by the name, then you can buy that.
Okay.
The last things I think you need are the name, gender, and what you look like. Oh, and I guess one
Alright.
more thing. Most of that you can just roll. I mean, do you want to pick your class or do you want to roll for your class? Your hive class at this point.
What do you mean?
Where you were in the hive, your background basically.
Oh,
Where you became
what
policeman.
page is that?
32 is where most of this stuff is. And then you need to roll for a divination. And that one I am going to force a roll on. Picking divinations isn't fun.
Hive class.
Yeah. You can either just pick one or you can roll for it. They don't do anything. This is what your life was like before you became a person who is a policeman. You're rolling very low.
I don't like my rolls.
I mean, do
I
you
don't
want to
wanna
just
play this.
pick one?
Uh,
By the way, rolling D100s in this game and rolling low is good.
oh,
Rolling high is bad.
Hmm.
Just as a note, for at least the D100s, everything else you want to roll high, but the D100s you want low. But I mean, as I said, you also can just pick one. I'm not going to force you to freaking do that.
Well, where's the fun in that?
I didn't force you to pick one, did I? Or I didn't force you guys to roll for it. I don't believe anyway.
No, but I still rolled, and it was
Oh,
still
Theo,
fun.
what was your craft of origin? Yeah, this is what I was looking for.
Oh,
God damn, I forgot this is where this was. The Arduous. You're a trading crew vessel. Oh, you're right. You were in a rogue trader.
all right. So what do I roll for the other one? You said a D100 again?
Yeah, D100 for the divination.
Oh my god.
Wow, that is astounding. If you keep that up, it's actually good for you. Oh, well, 9 sucks for you, but that's okay. Your divination is...
I don't want to play anymore.
Trust me, if you roll like that in actual play, it's good.
I'm just
You get dark dreams lie upon the heart.
Oh,
What
hey,
does that even mean?
Norix!
Which for you means you start with 2 points of corruption.
god damn it.
I mean,
Ugh.
these are some of them are good, some of them are bad.
It's annoying. That I think
I
that's
mean,
bullshit.
to be fair,
but
I believe
whatever.
that
2 points of
that,
corruption is like
yeah, it's pretty much a drop in the bucket.
so little that it's pretty much irrelevant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in
In
that
comparison,
case,
you could have gotten Kane's, which was freaking. If a job is worth doing, it is worth dying for, which gave him frenzy, which I think he's used a sum total of once over 4 sessions.
That's also what Grebo has.
Yeah, but if I remember correctly, Grebo got it from class thing, didn't he? Did you really get? No, you did.
No.
You got a job is worth. Yeah. How did you both get the same thing?
And Norix, I had the same thing. Dark dreams lie upon the heart.
Wait,
Yep.
what does that divination do?
It just gives you. Well, for you,
right.
for you, it gives you the frenzy trait.
well, I think I'm gonna
for-
head out for the night
All right.
since the stuff is done.
Yep.
See
I
you,
mean,
Norix.
you have the background stuff of what you look like and name and whatnot, but you could just do that at some point.
I'll figure that out later. Yeah.
Bad frenzy.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Those
I'll
are
see y'all
all-
next week.
Yeah.
See
Those
ya.
are all on page 30 and 31, just so you
Good
have.
luck and don't die.
A good one.
I hope it wasn't too terrible.
It was miserable.
I mean, freaking heck, if he rolls 9s as you guys are playing, goddamn, Mr. Wolf is going to be crazy. Well, can
Also,
you
so-
imagine?
you know that's not going to happen. You know what's going to happen is he's going to get like 2
Hundreds.
100s and die.
No, you can rate 99. 2 9s in a row.
Jams is gone immediately.
And then he's going to get very sad.
Also, Mitchell, you were right. I was wrong about the security thing.
Yeah, I remember it being both.
Oh yeah, for me, I swear. Well, okay, now I know how I got confused. I was looking at some of the like, oh hey, this is how you can expand upon some skills. So logic, breaking code.
Yeah, logic
I
in
just-
at least the base book is used explicitly for talking to servitors, and
Well,
that's. not
It's
really-
a hypothetical skill, and yeah, it's also for talking to servitors.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I'm looking at the Inquisitor's Handbook, which is like, oh, this is
well,
uh,
yeah. Logic tests may also be used to decipher a code or solve a particularly troublesome equation. But frankly, they're mostly used for talking to servitors.
And if I want, I can just be like, okay, Mitchell, I want to roll a logic test to place all the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the we don't feel like doing the puzzle skill.
Or more that we're too stupid to realize.
Uh-huh.
Don't say anything, Mitchell.
Why would I ever do that? You guys do a good job with puzzles.
What?
You try at the very least. I
Yeah,
have to give you at
the
least that
Inquisitor's
much.
the Inquisitor's Handbook gives some neat little things of like, oh, this is how what else you can use, like
Mhm. It also
logic is
gives the freaking Adeptus Sororitas. But
which we're not going to use
yeah,
because they're kind of overpowered.
yeah,
Well,
because
as
they're
long
female space marines without the space marine bit.
as long as you don't get corruption. From what I hear, if you get corruption, then you start going down,
Mm.
which really isn't too bad, depending on the DM. Because
I
really, it
mean, I
should be
think
hard to get.
you're basically guaranteed to get at least some as time passes.
Oh yeah, but they're supposed to be used sparingly. From what I know, it's like, oh yeah, at least from what I've heard.
I mean, you have to use it somewhat sparingly because otherwise they'll die.
Yeah. Also, I think corruption is a lot more. It's a lot worse than insanity.
I mean, it makes sense. You're starting to play with the dark powers,
Mhm.
and that's not good.
You know, like for example, after 30 or around 30, you start getting mutation.
Yeah. Fear and damnation, going insane, and corruption. Yeah, 1 to 30, you're tainted. Yeah, and then you start becoming mutated after 30. Or at least you start at the shot at being mutated.
Oh yeah,
Sorcery. Moral threats. Warp shock, rending the veil, sorcery, blasphemous lore, dark deeds, and vile persuasion.
okay, Mitchell. Here's one thing. Once per game session, when you're stumped at an impasse or otherwise confronted with a problem you can't quite overcome, you may make a very hard skill or logic test to conjure up an idea from the depths of your mind. On the success, the GM may grant you one hint, a nudge you in the right direction, or offer some previous overlooked clue to aid you in that investigation.
Hmm. Good, I guess. Yeah. I don't get why the heck they call it the Inquisitor's Handbook when it's not even for Inquisitors. It's bizarre.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess it's more like, oh, you grab this if you want to.
I think I'm
Mhm.
remembering because I remember I did see a book that was specifically for like Inquisitor play, but I think that was called something like Ascension Handbook or something
Heretics
like
handbook. Oh,
that. I mean, technically, I think there
And that's
is something like that.
actually that's one of the books I looked at.
The Ascension one.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
because it gives some really overpowered weapons
Yeah,
and
that
stuff
one
like
I'm
that.
certain is that I think was I was getting those two confused. I'm
It
still really
also,
sad that freaking servo skulls are stupid expensive,
yeah. It
especially
also,
because they
well,
hand those things out like candy in the second
it makes
edition.
sense to an extent because they're supposed to be like, oh yeah, this is a honor to serve the Omnisci and this.
Well, the funny thing is, in the second edition, they got rid of that, I guess, because now every single tech priest start with one.
Well, you get to debate on which version is better.
Hmm.
Right now, I think maybe first edition might be.
They have their own. First
Yeah,
edition
the
has a bunch of stupid rules, but second edition is the same. They
ups
both
and
have
downs.
issues. Bribery. Hmm. Well, I kind of like this extra skills stuff, though. Frankly, you probably could just consider this anyway, so it's just helpful.
Yeah, it just gives you hints on what you can't or
I
what you
mean,
could
it's just
do and
the
how.
Xanathars for their skill stuff. It's like, by the way, you can use it for all this stuff too. Except, they actually had that in the core book as well. Unlike 5.
Mhm.
Or they freaking forgot it for some goddamn reason. Modifying existing careers. All right. Oh, do they not have as? Oh, they don't have as nice a thing for the
I mean, those who
corruption points.
what they have for Medicaid is, oh hey, you want to install some bionics? You can do that.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of helpful when they added the Forge world in the same book.
Yeah. Though it's something that I don't really want to do, seeing as it can result in death.
Yeah.
I'll
Oh,
be
okay.
right back.
So yeah, insanity only matters once you reach 10. And corruption is actually up to 30. Good to know.
So all I have to do is just survive till I make Magos or reach Magos level.
Mhm.
Then what I can do is just see if I can get myself, brain wiped, mind wiped.
Yeah.
That's a great way to keep yourself alive.
It's interesting.
Just
Oh, at least they have
every
the different gods. It's nice. You can actually get some demon powers if you actually feel like going that way, which is kind of nice. They have that in there.
oh yeah, the demonic packs.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's dangerous and stupid, but you can do it. Adeptus Arbites, the Adeptus Astra Telepathica, Astronomica, Custodes, Mechanicus. The Administratum is just the Administratum. They don't get a fancy name other than that. The Adeptus Ministorum, the Ecclesiarchy Cult Imperialist, the Ministorum. Then the Inquisition. So the Inquisition generally deals with rogue traitors, the Adeptus Astartes, both through the Grey Knights and Death Watch, and the Adeptus Ministorum through the Adeptus Sororitas, and of course the Imperial Navy, and the Guard, I guess, to a lesser extent. Oh, and the God Emperor himself, of course. Inquisition is such a weird thing on this. But I suppose it's a weird freaking thing. Should I do some writing today so I don't do literally anything?
Oh wow, this is fun.
What?
So I'm looking. Well, I'm looking at the Inquisitor's hand, and I'm seeing some of the what is it called? Elite skill or advanced packages.
Hmm.
Um, I'm looking at Cybernetic Resurrection, which can go from just the normal stuff, which is like, oh yeah, you're rebuild and using cyber and it's all right, to a full on resurrection,
Hmm.
which is fun. You gain 10 plus D10 insanity.
I would
Um,
assume so, yeah.
I mean, you get 2 armor to all locations.
Mm-hmm.
You may no longer be you may no longer be healed by the Medicaid skill. Let's see. The Magos that resurrected you might tamper or release erase a memory. What else?
Apparently, Project Zomboid. You bought it and then played it for the first time. Then Theo bought it, and then Jake bought it, and then Peyton bought it, and then Peyton played it for the first time, and Theo just played it for the first time today. It's had a lot of action in the last 2 days.
I wonder why.
Yeah. I forgot they have the weird raccoon thing. Spiffo.
Well, the thing is, Mitchell, is I actually got them all their copy
The what copy?
of Project. So you see, my thought is I'll buy four copies of Project Zombie.
Hmm.
I'll take one for myself, give one to Theo, and then one to Oliver. Oliver already had it, so I'm like, okay, then fine. I'll give it to Jake and Peyton,
Hmm.
also known as the boys.
Yep. Why do they have a 4-pack? Guess it is multiplayer, but well, I have one friend on my wish list that wants the game. No, The Witcher Wild Hunt's 70% off. It's pretty nice. Nominate game. Play a game you've nominated. Review or update review for a game you've nominated. What did I even play? Oh, Dominion's 5. Right, I did start that up. At some point, I should just try and freaking beat Notia.
And I'm back.
Or Nodia? I don't know.
I suppose I can stop recording, huh?
Yeah, probably.